There you go. There you go. You guys sound now, playboys. No sean mentirosos, cabrones. Salud, players. That's what I want to see. The thumbs up. Little mute button, nothing major. Little mute button, little messy stuff around. The studio over here is kind of a madhouse right now because we're in the transition of moving. How's everybody doing today? You know this, homie. Que viva, carnal. All right, man. All right. See who's in the building today. Come on, homie. The McDonald's Wi-Fi, carnal. You know what it is, homie. They're remodeling the McDonald's, fool. That's why. Este way. Let me get the Bluetooth going too over here, man. Make sure I'm connected. Hope everybody's well. Hope everybody's had a great 4th of July. That going back to that work week is kind of tough, huh? Let's see, make sure we're connected. Yeah, we're good to go. Stretch out the back real quick. What's good in the hood, homie? All right, let's see what we got. What you guys talking about? What's good, homeboy? ¿Cómo estás? In the firestorm right now, carnal. Trucha. Shout out to American Cholo. You know what it is, man. I was about to say he's doing 18 straight. Man, better you than me, carnal. Nah, man. All love, homie. Hopefully it's all good over there, homeboy. New crack. Oh, hey, talk about it, homie. Talk about it. Yeah, man. They found some polvo up in the White House. Nothing major, homie. They're giving the White House the real name, homie. The fucking White House. They over there got cocaine up in that place. That's I don't know, homie. I mean, it seems like nothing can really surprise us nowadays, man. The next thing they're gonna find some hooker in there too, a couple hookers. But come on, I think we can all, kind of honestly say we got a hint of who it was. You know, damn well after the president got the news that they found cocaine in the White House, because he's one of the first persons they're gonna tell, right? He started screaming, "Hunter, you son of a bitch!" Oh shit. You know damn well everybody in the White House, the first thing they thought is Hunter Biden. There, you can't tell me it's not. Whether it's his or not, I don't know. But if I was a betting man, homie, yeah, he's on a good one, carnal. He's on a good one. Mm-mm. Yeah, that's what they say, homie. They say it's America's cup of tea, right? I don't know, carnal. I ain't trying to do that shit. But it was definitely Hunter's. Come on, or they can figure out right away whose it was. First, it was at a certain part of the White House that only the president and his people and his staff frequent. And then it became, oh, everybody walks in there. Who's going to go get some blow and put it inside of a drawer or something? I can understand if somebody, pulls something out of their pocket, which has happened, and falls on the ground. I've seen court cases on TV where that happens. I forgot what guy it was. He went to court. He went to grab something out of his pocket, and a whole sack of dope fell out, homie. So that I can see, but in a drawer in some part of the White House, nah, carnal, I'm good, homie. What's up, Joey Knuckles? ¿Qué dices, carnal? The video you posted of that secret. I think I got it, fool. I think I got it. Let me play it real quick. That's a good one. That's a good one if I do say so myself. But let me see if I can find it real quick. That'd be a good one. I don't know if I deleted it. I got to delete it already, dude. Hey, that one's going viral, fool. I ain't even lie, man. That one's going viral. The fucking Secret Service. That's how the Secret Service found it, homie. Yeah. So what's good with everybody, man? We all know Cholo is simping hard for Donald. What does he have to do to get you to criticize him? He has to get elected. He's not elected yet, fool. When Donald Trump was elected, I went hard on Donald Trump. No pun intended. I went on Donald Trump talking all kind of crap. So listen, what you don't understand, carnal, is I talk shit about both sides. I criticize both sides. But right now, the president is what's the name? Is Joe Biden, man. And they're doing favoritism towards his son. They're doing all kind of stuff. If this was the other way around, the news media will be covering this like crazy, trying to investigate it. So you better back up. See some of my stuff on Donald Trump, just type in American Cholo Donald Trump. I mean, you'll see all kind of stuff. I get shit from the guys from the right all day long. I get shit from the guys from the left. The difference is Most of the guys on the right that I do when I do talk shit about somebody on the right, I can have a conversation with them. I don't have to sit here and scream. I don't have to sit there and have them call me names. That's a lot of problem with people on the left. As soon as you criticize anything on them, they want to start screaming and hollering and calling you names and calling you whitewash and calling you a white supremacist and calling you all kind of little bitch ass names. I mean, because that's what it is. You act, and people act like little bitches when they do that shit because it's easy to sit there and always go for somebody. I mean, no, I talk shit on both sides, homie. Get that shit straight, playboy. Mm, what you got, homie? Eh, ain't nothing new. Wasn't Bush's daughter getting high in the White House también? I don't think it was high. I think they were getting drunk or something like that. I'm not sure. I can't quite remember. I remember it was something with them, but I thought it was they were came in boozed up or something. Bring out the bolsita by identifying. I had my whole workplace busted. Oh yeah, dude, that was a good one, fool. As soon as I saw one, that's exactly what I thought about. So I thought about this fool right here. I said, "This, carnal. We're here to serve you, Joey Knuckles. We're here to serve you, homie." All right. What's up, homie? You know the PR for the thug vote. They were giving drug paraphernalia in NYC. Yeah, that's what it is, homie. We're gonna find out. Mm-mm. Oh yeah, I seen that one too, man. American Troll. Did you see the video where they show Hunter in the background taking a bump? Um, I saw him do something. He was behind his I think that's his stepmom, right? He's over there, he's like real quick, nothing major. But I think what tells it more is his face. He was just like on a sick one. For you've all seen that guy at the bar or that party, or some of us have been that guy at the bar at the party, right? Like on a major one where your jaw's locking on you. That's what he was doing. But how you can tell more than anything is the way Joe Biden looked at him. Joe Biden just gave him the side like you mother. It's one of those looks that a parent or a step parent or whatever, or a family member looks at another family member that's on a good one. They know it. They know that everybody else knows it. Just nobody has said it because they feel so uncomfortable, homeboy. That's exactly what it is. Oh, yeah. Hunter was lit for 4th of July, homeboy. Clandestine. Clandestino for 90 super chat. Thoughts on Adams 22 wife getting by another man. Hey, thank you for that super chat. You know what, man? It's a sad world that guy lives in. I know it's hurting the hell out of him because he keeps making all kind of videos. He tried to make excuses talking about, oh, what if today's world, the transgenders, the this, the that are so accepted. Why is everybody making a big deal about this? Because you let some fool go and pipe your wife down for 40 minutes and she's on a podcast talking about, oh man, my vagina hurt for 4 days. He was like, oh, it just you got over it real quick, right, baby? She's like, oh no, he had a big dick and he fucking piped me down for 40 minutes. Like, this is your wife. That's the difference. But that's what I've always said. Adam 22 has no morals and values. He is a smut maker. He makes smut films. He is a porn guy. He's the guy on those porn movies that just makes whatever disgusting movie there is, and there is no moral compass with him, but he's still a human being. And you can tell it hurts the hell out of him. It hurts the hell out of him. And but he's still sitting there making smut, selling his wife, which is supposed to be his partner in life. It's one thing to sit there and be a porn guy, maybe, and you're holding out all kind of broads, this and that. But when it comes to the person that you married and you had children with, come on. I mean, that's just about as low as you can go. But hey, homie, I've been saying it for a while. That guy makes smut for a living. That's what he does. But you can tell it is burning him up. It's hurting. Every stroke he saw, he said he got excited. He was hurting like they were fucking piping him down. But eventually it'll come to the point where, yeah, he says he's gonna get two dudes with her. Eventually it'll come to the point where Adam's gonna come out and say, hey man, so I did my first guy on guy fucking film and he piped me down. What's wrong with that? But that's that guy, homie, not me. So there you go. You got your $5 worth, homeboy. Shit. What you got? Oh man, oh man. Has been prevalent during these days. Perico has always been prevalent during the dams. Everybody loves it, oh man. Mm-mm. Man, little smoked whiskey is actually pretty good, homie. Pretty good. Mm-mm. This guy said, you're drinking on camera, criticizing somebody for doing blow. Listen, Ham, drinking, last I saw, prohibition is over since what, the 30s or something? So almost 100 years, 90 some years, right? That you can drink legally. And who says this is really a drink? This really could be apple juice. I'm doing it off of the gram, homie. But to sit here and try to relate this or make a comparison from this to taking blow to the White House. Come on, homie. Good luck with that, man. And that's the problem with so many fucking weirdo liberals, homie. So you're right now in the weirdo liberal category. You can sit there and, oh, well, you do that. Oh, well, you do. Like, dude, come on, homie. Get over yourself. The motherfucker's doing crack. The motherfucker's doing blow. You can't compare crack and blow. Now, if I was here slurring and then you could say, look at this drunk son of a bitch on air right now. He's got the nerve. Then you got some. Right now you ain't got shit, but you're making excuses for that crackhead fiend that didn't pay $1 million worth of taxes and gets a slap in the hand. Got caught with a gun that he couldn't have because of his record, dropped the charges. If that was brown or black people, forget about it, homie. You going to the slammer, carnal. But then again, we make excuses. But it is what it is, homie. Manny the Jaguar, man. What's good, homie? ¿Cómo estás? Big salud, respecto, full blast, homie. Congrats on this new studio. Hey, man, I appreciate you, brother. Yeah, man. Boo Boo finally saw it today. Today was Boo Boo's first day over there. We walked it all. Boo Boo's gonna do some electrical over there. We got the table being worked on. We're gonna do a little remodeling. It's gonna be a fly ass studio. When you guys see our first live over there, you guys gonna be like, "Oh shit!" Now that's American Cholo. That's how that's how excited I am. I'm going there every day after work. Excuse me. I'm going there every day after work. I'm working. This is what makes people advance, elevate, homie. You don't just sit back and do nothing. We sit there and work. It's been over a year and some change. We've been looking. We've been looking. We finally found the spot, and now that we got the spot, le estamos echando ganas, güey. Le estamos echando ganas, and we're gonna make that shit professional as hell. We're gonna have a segment just about every day. We're gonna bring people in to do other stuff. It's gonna be a place now that I can really start making some content, man. Right now, my content's been slow because I'm working over there, but I figured I'm gonna come through and say what's up to you guys, man. What's up, Mr. Ink Bully? Hope all is well, homeboy. To make 20 million. There you go, homie. Juan Gonzalez. I believe American Troll advocates for rasa, positivity, and happiness. That's exactly what it is, homie. But people want to get into their feelings a lot of times, and it is what it is, Holmes. But you know what it is. We're out here doing big things. So now that I remembered, August 12th, man. Uh Victory Outreach. We're gonna be out there with them, right here up the street, not too far, Valley Plaza Park, from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Free food, some giveaways for the kids, music, lowrider show, Harley show. It's a summer night lights event, so there's gonna be a lot of police officers out there because they go and post up. All family friendly. You got the where the kids play on the jungle gym and all that stuff. You got the park. It's going to be a happening time between 5 and 9 p.m. August 12th. I'll be there. You want to pull up? Come get some. Let's do this. Before I forget. Uh, they said they buying a beach, Holmes. I don't know what you're talking about, homie. Let's see what else you about this got. And imagine his kids when they go to school. Yeah, of course, carnal, of course. Yeah, I'm sure they're making money. I'm not. Come on, man. I'm not selling my soul, homie. No, I'm not selling my soul for no shit like that. I'm good, man. Let's see what you got. What you got? She's for the streets, homie. Yeah, pretty much, homie. Pretty much. I wouldn't have that fool on here. That fool has his own lane, homie. I'm good. Alcohol's the devil. Hamburgers the devil. Women are the devil. Cars are the devil. Oil's the devil. Everything's the devil, homie. Don't worry about it. Da-da-da-da. Listen, homie, you want to go to A channel? Go to A channel, carnal. On behalf of us. American Cholo, I'm glad you admit you're wrong. On behalf of us who were shit on, we accept you for being a grown. I don't know what you're talking about, but all right, homie. I apologize for whatever you said. Yeah, homie. Why do people hate on you so much, AC? Drinking now, you're the devil. Yeah, listen, homie. It's because I put the phone lines up. I can have people call. They can express themselves, but 9 times out of 10, 99% of the time, like the people that talk shit, they don't want to call, man. I actually enjoy those conversations. They rather be on the keyboard fucking banging, homie. Yeah, the liberals are work too sensitive, homie. You can't compare some Jack Daniels to yeah, I'm knowing. I mean, I know. Mhm. If he was acting like the, I'm not even going there, homie. Good luck with those vatos. Oh, that one. Whiskey is a segue to Bud Light. Big trucha, carnal. Uh-huh. Yeah, huh, no. The Biden administration is gonna blame the coke on what? On corn pop? On a corn? No, they're gonna blame it on one of the workers that work over there, homie. Mm. Should the Angels trade Otani? No, I don't think so. I mean, I don't. I think that's a big draw for them. But the Angels has been having problems for the longest, man. I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna be contenders anytime soon. Mm. What you got, Tierra Caliente? The same liberals trying to take our weapons are the very same ones sending planes full of weapons to Ukraine. What an irony. Yeah, and it's also the same liberals that walk around with armed security guards, with armed police officers who have armed patrols around their houses 24/7. Funny how that works, huh, guys? You know, do what is it saying? Do as I say, not as I do, carnal. Mm, but it is what it is. Uh, Congrats in the studio. Love your content and sincerity. Thank you, brother. Mm. Where in North Hollywood is the studio? It's in North Hollywood, homie. Damn, carnal. You already trying to pull up or what? You don't be. It's in North Hollywood, homie. I'm sure to got there. Yeah, there you go, homie. The Cali Max moving up. Gil for mayor. That's right, homeboy. Gil in Florida. How we doing? Mm-mm. Oh man, too many levels with less than 1,000 subscribers crying about Gil. Listen, homie. I pay really? I pay them vatos no mind, homie. They're on the sidelines just screaming. They want the attention, homie. They want the attention. All right, see who's calling from Tejas. What's up, Jay from South Texas?
What's up, Cholo? What's up, man? Buenas noches.
Buenas noches. We over here getting it in, homie. What's happening?
Hey, I see that. I see that. Hey, I got a question for you, or I got a topic for you. I don't know if you wanna take some time to actually discuss it. If not, then
Let's see what you got,
uh,
homie. Let's see what
then,
you got.
then we can kill it. But
It depends what you
uh,
got. Let's see what you got.
and then okay, so let me ask you. And this is no troll shit. This is just real shit. Um, hey, do you feel that you let the Cali Max people down with that whole whack shit? And listen, the
Ab-
reason I'm
ab-
asking is because
Absolutely not.
I don't know if you caught, and the only reason I know it's old shit, you know what I mean. But the reason I bring it up is because I don't know if you caught a podcast with Adam and Wack where they actually address y'all situation.
Well, he addressed whatever the donkey wants to say, homeboy. What we listen, homie. What we do out here, it ain't for the internet, homeboy. Him and I both know what it is, and it ain't for the internet where I gotta go and pull up my phone in front of his place and show that I'm there. That what's up. He knows what it is, homie. If he wants to sit there and say that, I could give a fuck. That's all it is, homie. On some grown man shit, nah, homie. If anything, I showed what being a grown man and what being a leader is all about. It's about your people, homie. It's not about sitting here and starting a big old fucking a gang fight because of some fucking lummy who doesn't know how to speak to people. So nah, homie, I don't think we took an L. We took a win, if anything, homie, because we showed what real leadership looks like. Like I've always said, getting a gun, going out and find somebody, that's the easy part, homie. That's the easy part. That's what we've been doing for 50 years. The hard part is knowing how to do conflict resolution and actually getting ahead. If we go down that route, then you know what? I got another 50 guys waiting. I got another fucking 40 guys that have been looking for that fight way before him, homie. If I see the guy, we see each other, that's a different story. But I'm not a 14-year-old kid going out there on the streets like, oh, we're gonna go gangbang, we gotta get ours. Nah, homie, we over here actually trying to level up, and that ain't leveling up, homie. That's going backwards.
And and that's fair. That's fair, and I do agree with you up to a certain point. Don't, and it's definitely not about gang shit or killing each other because I'm sure it's not that serious, right?
Well,
But
it was that serious for a second. No, you're absolutely wrong. It
well,
was
well,
that serious. When somebody comes to your house,
well,
it is
yeah,
that
yeah,
serious,
yeah.
homie.
After you went to your house, yeah,
But
yeah,
if
no, no,
but
yeah, yeah.
but
After
but
you
if
went to
you're
your, yeah,
but if you're going to somebody's house with your phone like this, homie, come on. You want some police shit, carnal? Let's keep it 100. Who the fuck comes with the phone like this, homie? All right. So Other than that, if I really would just move on with the conversation because you're just gonna keep on going through the whole thing, and we're not
No,
doing
no,
that.
no, no, no. No, let me just bring up this point real quick. And the reason that I bring it up is because I mean you don't represent yourself anymore. You represent Cali Max.
I
That
represent
that
I represent not just Cali Mac. I represent any brown man or woman who wants to listen to my message and listen to what we're doing. And what we're doing out here is we're fucking trying to put in some work politically wise, homeboy.
yeah. So okay. So do you wish now that you wouldn't had touched the subject of of
No,
why this even started
no,
in the first
no,
place?
no, no, no. I do not. I don't run from it, homie. I would still touch it again if it comes out again. I'm not running from shit because that's the tactic that people want to use. They want to politically or that way always try to shut you down. I like I said, homie, when I did that video that night, even though I took it down, when I told everybody go fuck themselves, was I ain't running nowhere, homie. I'm still here. I'm very easily accessible. I'm very easily accessible, homie. I'm all over North Hollywood all the fucking time, homie. If somebody really wanted to
Okay.
see me, they could see me, homie. So no, I don't regret none of that.
All right. And last thing before I let you go. Because look, and I don't care, right? I could care
Pues
less.
that was dale, way. It seems like you do care because you're so dwelling on it, homeboy.
Nah. Look, I'm an actual person. I'm not a troll, and
Okay, well
I just
last one, homie. Last one. Let's go.
all right. Look, from the outside looking in, and when I say outside, I'm in Texas, y'all are in California. Well, from the outside looking in, right now it looks like, and I don't know politics shit, but just because that's what it is. Right now it looks like Southern California. I mean,
Fool, hey, homie,
it seems like it
hold
seems,
on.
it seems like everybody's
Before,
turning down face.
because nobody wants to fight.
Podcasters, rappers.
Because it's puro pedo. A lot of these fools are for the internet, fool. That's what it is. Like I said, I'm not gonna be on the internet woofing on another man, showing my video. "Oh, look, I pulled up on you." Nah, homie. Most of the guys out there, yeah, because in reality, they shouldn't be fighting. Isn't the whole point of us podcasting so we can talk? If we're back to fighting, guess what happens after the fights? Then after the fight, somebody's gonna record it. Oh, this will fuck you up more, and you're just like the kids. And after that, somebody's gonna get killed. So then somebody's gonna go kill it, and we're back to the cycle of killing one another. That's how this whole shit started. And what we're trying to do, at least on our part, is not do that. I'm trying to show my little homies that really want to go get payback and say, "Nah, homie, we're not doing that. If it comes to
So
you,
then why
you can do
talk
what you
to
want."
Massa then though?
Who's wait,
Like
wait, wait, wait,
I'm
wait,
with
wait,
you.
wait, wait. No, no, no. Do politicians not talk shit to each other all day long? Do you see Donald Trump and Joe Biden going heads up? No, that's the problem. White men have figured it out. You don't fight one another like that. You fight one another with money. You fight one another with buying property. You fight one another with getting elected. All that fighting for the streets, it don't mean shit. It's like me and you right now. We're going back and forth a little bit. If I don't agree with you, should I tell you, fuck you, let's run that fade? That's childish,
I
homie.
mean, if you ask me for the fade, yeah,
Yeah,
I would
get the
take it.
fuck out of here. Hey, go call Charleston White asking for the fade, homie. He's in Texas disrespecting every Mexicano, talking all kind of shit. So why ain't you go ask Charleston White for that fade?
Okay,
I don't mind his way. That's the guy, homie. Stay away. He's a he's the half troll, half fan, homeboy. Yeah. All right, let's see what you got, guys. But he does have some good conversations sometimes. Let me get that ahead of five. There you go. Mr. Roberto. Thank you for that super sticker, homeboy. I don't know. Roberto looks like he did some of that fucking scant on that stick on the just fucking with you, fool. Yeah, homie, gotta stop the cycle, homie. That fool. He said, if you ask me for the fade, get out of here, kid. Grow up. 120 for the channel. That's what's good, homie. Capone el jefe. What's going on, carnal? ¿Cómo estás? Oh, man. Let's see what you got, homie. Hey, let me put the number. Hey, that fool even got my number at speed dial. That's what I'm talking about, homie. You guys want to call the number? There's it is. 818-538-9330. 818-538-9330. All right. And this. Oh, yeah. Fanny looks here. I tell you the dumbest. Yeah, that fool be coming up with some way out shit, fool. He's like, yo, you let your Cali Max people down. Ay, homie. We on some grown folk shit, homie. You wanna sit there and do that fight shit and get your money, homie. Let me know how that works out for you, carnal. There's there's plenty of vatos in the pinta doing all kind of time because they had to keep it real. And to keep it real, Holmes, a lot of those guys wish they didn't keep it real like that because most of the time, what that is when keeping it real goes wrong, homie. That's exactly what it is. Let's see. Caller, who's this?
Yepa, what's up, Mr. Gill?
Chemo, that fool from Texas looking for that fade, fool.
Hey, man, that about to get slid real quick, homie. Hey, watch out, homie. Watch out, homie.
What's
Watch out,
up?
homie. That sounded like a fucking chismosa, like the rest of the chismosas that are out here doing content. You know what I'm saying? Talking down on each other like some
Yeah.
pendejos at a fucking cantina, homie. Raza will never elevate, will never prosper because of the same fact, like vatos like that. Oh, I'm from
Yeah.
Cali. I'm from Texas. I'm from Arizona. I'm from Wada Wada. Stop being a chismosa. Progress, homie. You
Yeah,
know what I
homie.
mean?
They're all
I mean,
fucking. They're all what's the name from American Me, homie. We can't show no weakness, homie. All of them.
hey, homie,
All of a sudden on the internet.
Simón, que sí. And let me tell you, man, I've seen the biggest, baddest vatos that claim that they're fucking chingón, been there to la yarda, been outside in the calles. And that's que, man, they get folded, homie. Like I said, man, the fact of the matter is they don't know your situation. You know what I mean?
Pretty much. homie.
You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you know, they want to build up some going back and forth gossip like some viejas.
Yep.
I mean, that's what it is nowadays. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And especially you're gonna destroy rasa, your own rasa over. I see it every day, homie. You know what I mean? I see
Yep.
vatos trying to size you up, trying to do that stock check. All right, it's all good.
Over
But at the same
a
time-
donkey, homie.
But at the same time, it's the same vato with the nopal in the frente, the same raza. Why fight your own raza when you can elevate and they just don't like the way you're paving your lane, homie? That's what it is at the end of the day.
That's all
you know,
it is.
and,
homie.
and it's a shame, homie, because you know what I mean. You're going about it the right way, and other people say that well, this vato he don't want. Man, you know how many people Charleston White been dissing? and ain't nobody even touched that fool.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Fool. Exactly.
And that's what it is, man. The sad part about it is that they don't understand your lane where you're going. You know what I'm saying? You're going beyond that, Holly.
They don't see
But
the vision,
at the
homie.
end of the day, man. Yeah, at the end of the day, man. That's what it's gonna happen when the shit gets to the nitty gritty. When all this shit with the politics, when all this shit with inflation, jobs, and violence going on, man, you're gonna see. Ain't nobody gonna want to step up to the bull, man.
No, and most of vatos who talk like that, are the same motherfuckers that ain't never been in no real wars. And the same ones that ain't been on the block looking this way are the same ones that wouldn't come out their house. And I've been there, homie. You come out your house with a gun and you're fucking looking out like, what the fuck? This is back in the days.
I bet you he ain't even gonna fight the vato that he hates at work.
Exactly. Exactly. I'm sure that guy has a lot of beef with people at work. He ain't calling them for no fade because that's not how the real world works, homie. That's not how the real world works, homie.
And that's the shame of it all, man. That raza, you know what? Right now, the way things are going, you should unite and stick together no matter what. It ain't got to be about stick to your raza. Don't worry about the blacks or the güeros. Nah, but you know what? You should empower your people,
Yes.
encourage your people, educate your people. Now, right now, you see so many chavalones going to jail, dying for some dumb shit, homie.
Straight
some
up,
dumb
homie.
shit,
Straight
bro.
up, homie. And that's no, go ahead.
And that's the thing. And that's the thing that, you know, right now, a lot of people are not educated on what's going on, the politics. They're just looking, let me see. Let me swipe. Let me check, see what's going on. Let me give it some likes or let me comment to stir up the narrative. Right now, man, it's about educating and prospering and uplifting your raza.
Yeah,
it ain't about, let me see who's doing what or who's doing this. That's what it is right now. We're getting caught up so much in the distraction. We're not seeing what's really happening. You know what I mean?
And we got to lead by example, homeboy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and that's the thing, man. That you know, with all this, like right now with what's going on at the White House with Coke. Come on, man. How many times they had parties and all kind of weird shit going on? You know what I mean? And what happened to the head of the FBI? What happened to the head of the FBI? That fool was cross-dressing on the low.
You know this, homeboy. You know this.
He's
the original LGBTQ, carnal.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing that right now we're getting caught up with so many distractions that we're not looking at the bigger picture, man. Right now, give it a couple more years. Y'all already packing cuentas over there. Didn't they just pass a law?
Which one?
And didn't they pass a law in Cali to carry a fierro?
Over here, I know they tried, but I think they're still trying to make some loopholes for it, dude. I don't think it's that easy yet.
Yeah, man, and that's what I mean, man. That, you know, if people would really be concerned on what's really going on and why why should you go this route instead of, oh, let me go hit up this vato on the live and rank on them and yada yada yada. You know what I mean? You're dumbing
uh,
down. You want to
yeah,
be like the same dummy, not trying to prosper,
yeah.
uplift your gente. But I bet you that vato, the main vato that he would hate the most at his job and his barrio, I bet you he won't catch him for that face.
And yeah,
I bet
fool.
you, homie.
Hey, and then all of a sudden, I'm busted for a hot one. That fool's stupid. He did some shit like
Exactly.
what the fuck?
Yeah, and then
You,
and then they're gonna
yeah,
talk down at you because you went out like a clown.
exactly, homie. You crashed out like a clown for
For
some
real,
stupid ass
man.
internet shit, fool. Uh,
Exactly. Hey, but you know what? You know what, Mr. Gill? That's just gonna make your content even grow, man. You
that's
know what I
right,
mean? At
homie.
the end of the day, but that's good, homie. You know what? Because at the end of the day, some of them vatos ain't really down for the cause. They're down for the
Nah,
law.
they're
For
down just
real,
you're
homie.
down
For
just to
real.
talk shit on the next brown man because they're instead of saying, "Damn, this guy's doing some good shit for us, I can support him." It's a lot of envy and jealousy in our community, homie. Where why is he
Yeah,
doing it?
going round and round in circles like a chismosa.
Yeah,
No,
fool.
but
Yeah.
I don't want to say it like that. Hey, just find your wanted, homie. Hit up the vato you hate. You go, put it on live so we can see it.
There you go, homeboy. Hey, Kimo, I appreciate the call like
All right,
always,
Mr.
homeboy.
Gill.
Ya está,
All
carnal.
right, man.
Yeah,
Late.
I'm late. I'm Big Kimo. Then OG Steve, that $25 super chat. OG Steve, appreciate you, my man. Salute Gil from the Bronx in the house. What's up, Steve? ¿Qué dice la vida over there, homeboy? Is it hot over there yet, carnal? Over here, it's getting a little warm, homeboy. It's getting a little warm. See what you got. You got Portland in the house. Claim the why. I don't know, homie. I don't know about that, homie. That vato needs to open up his comment section. What's up, Gil? Congrats on your spot, homeboy. Keep on moving. Now I have somewhere to sleep. The studio put on house mic. Uh, caller, who's this? Hey, Miguel, turn that background noise off, please, and let's rock and roll. Talk to us.
All right, I'm gonna keep it short. What do you think about Biden trying to cancel student debt? You think that's something good for the
Well,
rasa
he
or
he tried canceling student debt, but the Supreme Court knocked it down. Me personally, maybe controversial. I don't like it. I think that if you went to school and you're going to become a lawyer or you're going to become something that's, a professional, you got to pay that loan back. You know what that loan was when you got it. You can't come now and start complaining and crying because if that's the case, let's keep it equal. I think the people that should be forgiven first are the people getting loans for like mechanic school, like trade schools and all that, because those are typically the families and people that need more of the money. Most people that went to colleges and I have family members that went to college and are running up the college debt. But you know what? That's the game. That's how it works. But for all of a sudden for the taxpayers to be on the hook, this is the thing. I think a lot of time Democrats, they have great ideas. They love or they want to help people out so much, but there's only so much money out there. Just people think they can just keep printing money, but printing money makes inflation. I don't believe that the student debt should have got wiped off. So I kind of side with the Supreme Court because that what's going to stop the next president from saying, "Well, I believe that people in this category that were going to vote for me, they don't have to pay this. You don't have to pay federal taxes here. You don't have to pay federal whatever. In other words, they could just sign a law into place like that, and I don't think that's right. And I kind of side with the Supreme Court on that. What do you think?
um I think yeah, I think more or less kind of agree with what you're saying, like more like essential workers, right? Like nurses or
Well, yeah, like no, let's say
like
let's say let's say people who took like trade schools. Like there's mechanic trade schools, there's doing your nails, there's like medical where you have to get loans and nowadays the loans are like 40 or $50,000. They're not as high as the as the college loans, but the college loans you're supposed to get a better job than anybody else, so you're going to be able to afford to pay them. On these other loans, most of the time it's people from low income and a lot of times they can't afford to pay them. I had to pay myself, about $15,000 to $20,000 on student loans, and I paid them, brother. It's just something you got to do in life. So I don't think that having little Johnny and fucking and little Sarah complaining because they got to pay so much in student loans. Most of the people going to college, not all, but most of the people going to college come from well-off families, man.
okay, let me add on to that. Okay, what if like for instance like maybe your mom passed away, your dad or grandpa or something like that, and like you really give your last dime for that burial, and then now like because you're not paying that student debt, they attack your credit, and eventually you're not able to, either like rent a house or buy a house
I
or
don't.
because of your credit.
I'm not sure if they do attack your credit with student loans. I just know that they'll garnish your wages, or they'll garnish your income tax when it comes in. But I don't think. I'm not. Don't quote me on that. I don't think. But that's just an unfortunate part of life. I mean, it just sucks. That's
But
just an,
that's something you wouldn't agree with, right? Like if they do attack us that way, right? That's
no.
something
If
that you're
no.
not
If,
with.
yeah. If it's something like that, I would hope that there's some kind of system that can say, hey man, I just lost this, and sometimes you do. You pay the bare minimum, but the problem is the finance you're paying on it, you're going to be paying for a very long time. I know some people that will pay the very bare minimum and they don't care. They'll pay. I'm sure now it's like $100 a month, and they'll pay it for the rest of their lives because they're like, fuck it, it's $100 a month. It is what it is. You can pay a very bare minimum, or you can pay big chunks and get out of it. But we all go through stuff. Think about this right now. I don't know your situation, but let's say you're renting an apartment or have a house, right? If you get hurt at work tomorrow, or you get hurt in an accident and you can't pay the bills, you can't go to the landlord or the bank and say, hey man, I broke my leg, I can't go to work today. The real world is a jungle. They're gonna be like, well, okay, I feel bad for you, but you owe me some rent. That's just the real world we live in. And to me, should there be programs, and there is, like for unemployment or SSI or disability, there should be programs to help people out like that. But we can't sit here and just across the board say, all right, nobody has to pay their student loans because I promised you that when I was being elected. And that's what it was. It was Joe Biden making a promise that I mean, technically he kept it because he did sign it off, but the Supreme Court came and said, nah, Holmes, you can't do that. You there? You
Yeah,
there?
yeah, I hear you, Gil.
All right.
Yeah, I hear you. All
Uh,
right, Gil. I'm not gonna take much of your time out, but it was wise words, man, and I appreciate you having a
I
conversation with me.
appreciate it, Miguel. Thank you, brother. Always calls in with some very good questions, man. All right, what you got? Skill people hating because they wish they was making moves like you. You're going, man. All right, homie, you know what it is. It's the Raider Tommy. What's going on, Tommy? ¿Cómo estás, carnal? Still gonna stay the same. Yeah, homie. Listen, I'm not changing, homie. I'm not changing my content. I'm not changing the person who I am. I'm the same person here. I'm the same person when you meet me on the streets. I'm the same person you meet me at work, homie. I'm the same person all day long. I don't fake the funk for nobody, carnal. Let's see who's calling in. Caller, who's this?
Hey, what's up, Big Gil? It's Chava.
What's up, Chava?
Chilling, brother. I was gonna talk about that student the loan forgiveness
Yeah.
topic. I think that there's it's like a two-sided issue. I feel personally.
Okay.
Like I knew a lot of homeboys that used student loans to get out of the hood, and they went to like community colleges and then the state colleges and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and eventually created their own lives. And it does benefit folks that are coming from single parent households that are poor. It does benefit a lot of rasa and youth that don't have endless funds from a
Well,
grandparent or a parent.
well, can I jump in real quick?
And
I was
yeah, for sure, man.
I would say that it's true, but it's the other side of the coin of that. If they don't have anybody like that and they went to college, there's a good chance they got some grants in there. They got some funding somewhere. There's a good chance that somewhere they're getting money for it, because I actually did do
Yeah,
one
for sure,
semester.
for
I
sure.
did one semester in college before I
Financial
got
aid.
busted, and they paid for everything because I was, believe it or not, because I was on parole.
Yeah, absolutely. That's in my situation. We were so poor, man. My mom was a single parent. We would hit up soup kitchens and stuff like that. And my grandparents supported us. I mean, we got financial aid when I went to college, and it paid for everything for free. It paid for my
Right.
books, paid my tuition. I didn't have to give any of that back. And the loans would kick in, like in my situation, being from the barrio, being from a single parent household, the loans would kick in like if I needed rent money or if I, typically for American bullshit, like splurging type stuff, right?
Right.
And that's when you get into deep water. So that is the reality. But I do think that there is some folks that it would reach and it's good. But the thing where it becomes sticky is, so like you're saying, the trade schools don't give out those loan forgivenesses.
They do
And
not.
that's because I think they're private industries, bro. And they're going to make money off of their school organization.
Let me
So
jump in
they're making
again.
money,
Let me
whereas
let me jump in again.
the colleges,
Are,
yeah,
are
yeah.
are you telling me Harvard is not for profit?
No, I mean, yeah, everybody's profiting, right?
Come on, brother. Come on, brother.
I
You
know.
you have professors making well over
I know.
$200,000. I'm sure the dean of the place
Like
makes
the
half a
president
million
of,
dollars. Yeah,
yeah, the
those are
president of like Sac State, the president of
though
like Los Angeles
it's
State,
the same
USC.
thing, brother. It's
I
the
know. No,
same
I get it.
thing.
I know. But technically, when they file, though, they're like nonprofit. They're government organizations,
Allegedly,
technically.
allegedly, yeah, yeah.
Allegedly, and they're not making money off of us.
And hey, and they're not making
And
money off these huge football
I
programs that
know,
brings
man.
hundreds of millions of dollars to the program. No, they're making money. I just
Right,
what I really truly believe it was a campaign promise that Joe Biden made to everybody, so he get more of the votes there, which
for
he
sure.
did, and he did try, but they probably knew ahead of time because think about it, bro. That's like let's say a Republican comes in here, right? And when he's running for office, he tells all the red states, all the farmers are gonna get not have to pay federal taxes for the next 20 years. All the people, so all you're gonna get all the red states that have farmer communities. Oh hell no, I'm gonna go vote for this son of a bitch because I don't gotta pay federal tax. And he comes in
Yeah, for
and
sure.
and says, "You guys are not have to pay for it." It's gonna go to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court's gonna tell him the same thing. He's like, "No, man, you can't just make up these rules as you go and say these people are not gonna pay because you're excluding a whole
It
bunch
was
of people."
That's it.
That's
It's an obviously popularity vote. Get the vote. It doesn't not going to pass. They probably knew that, and that's what it really was about. It
yeah.
wasn't really about reaching kids like myself or homeboys and homegirls pushing through the college
No.
system, trying to become doctors and teachers and things where you need these credentials. Um, it really wasn't. I mean, in a perfect world, in that democratic blue world, you're like, yeah, of course it was, but it
Right.
really wasn't. That
Wow.
they see it for what it is. They know exactly what the numbers look like. They know exactly what kind of
Yeah. Well,
systems they're going to push this through, and they knew it wasn't going to work, and they wanted to get the vote from all the folks in the hood. You know what
there's
I mean? Get the
there's
vote
just
from
no money there,
all the
though.
college folks, right?
Yeah, that's what they
All the
wanted.
college, like all these. It's all sheep, you know. And so, I mean, I get it. I do think something like that would be useful, just like I think like an IRCA, like an Immigration Reform Control Act, a new one. They can revise that would be good. You
I'm
know,
down
these are
with
things
that.
that need to be done,
Absolutely. No, we.
right?
I'm
And
I'm
and
so down
and
with that.
you know
Yes.
that there's a lot of kids that are actually pushing through these college systems that are struggling to fuck. Just like the homeboy is pushing through the trade school, trying to figure
Right.
out what kind of union he's going to join, who's going to mentor him, where he's going to get his training from and his tools from. Maybe he did some time, maybe he's just fresh out the county, maybe he's not done no time, but he's struggling just like these other folks are, these
Right.
youth.
Right.
And so, I mean, there's legitimacy behind that. You know what I mean, Gil?
No,
There's a
no,
legitimacy
there.
to
No,
helping
listen, there definitely
helping
is.
academics out.
And if we were a country that didn't spend
It is scary though to see
didn't
where
throw
that
so
money
much
would
money
come from.
away, we can
Yeah,
sit there and I'd be all for it, brother. I would definitely like, all right, dude, yeah, we,
yeah.
we got the money, but the reality is we don't have the money in this country. We don't. We're
That's the question,
yeah,
right?
yeah, we don't have the money.
Where would it come from?
Where
Are
would
the
it come
banks
from?
taking the loss? Is the government biting the bullet? Are they taking a loss? And they typically don't. We know how that rolls, right?
Yeah, homie.
So, and that's a big question mark. So it's like, I totally get that side. You know, I totally get why the Supreme Court shot it down. You know, what I mean, I understand it.
But let's now
There's
that
got to
we're
be a good way to do
now
it.
that we're on the subject a little bit, I will say this: I was against the Supreme Court ruling against affirmative action. I am for affirmative action when it comes to colleges. I believe what's the worst thing that could happen? You're going to have more brown and black men in colleges graduating. That's a great thing for inner cities. That's a beautiful thing for inner cities. The other argument they will give you behind that,
Absolutely, yeah.
they will sit there and say, well, I don't want my doctor being chosen by his color, by his skin, or the best person that's qualified for that job. And I agree with that. The best person who's qualified for that job should get that job. But we're not talking about the best person for the job. We're talking about going to college. After you go to college, you have to graduate. Then you have to go and submit your application for that job, right? That's when they'll
That's
hire
right.
you. And I'm not saying
Yeah.
there should be affirmative action to hire people, but I think damn well there should be affirmative action for brown and black people to get into these colleges because again, what's the worst thing that's going to happen? Oh, you're oppressing the white people and the Asian? No, come on, man.
Dude,
There's already enough of
and,
them
and
going in there. They'll be okay, homie. They're going to be a-okay.
that's right. And la mera neta, man, la neta is that it's a pay to play system. You know,
Yes.
college and the
Yes.
American system is a pay to play. And unfortunately, the communities that we come from, you know, like my background, a lot of your backgrounds, and our carnalis, you know, it comes from a background where we had to work every day. We did not have funds available at any moment, and a savings bank account,
Right.
and
A trust
those
fund.
kids and those communities that have those savings accounts and these rich people are the ones filling these colleges, like you were talking about Harvard, Stanford, for the most part. For the most part, there's exceptions, right, where we bust through, we make it through, but it's a pay-to-play system, and that is not okay. That is not right.
we
It should not
we
be.
saw that in that.
Whoever has the finances can go to the college prep high school.
Yeah,
can go to the charter school that
remember in
money,
the sports
can go to the
scandals
Christian
when they were
school,
when they were acting like
and
they were
then,
sports people, and then they got into the colleges that way.
For the paying the players. You mean?
Yes, that's exactly that.
Yeah.
That shows you how it works. That shows you how it works. So to me,
That's it.
affirmative action should have
Like,
stayed for for minorities to go in college. I mean, like I say, what's the worst is going to happen? Oh man, these guys are getting educated. That's a horrible thing.
Yeah, right. Like, hello, like they're gonna build. This is gonna put money into the economy. Once you get all of our folks from our barrio trained, and it's gonna bring back more money. It's gonna bring the economy up. It's gonna arm our next generation of intelligent, working class folks, man. And so, yeah, man, there's a battle going on right now for sure, and we got to keep fighting. Does that kind of, you see where I'm coming from, Gil? Though, like,
absolutely.
I think the trade schools though are privatized. There are private companies, like they say, I'm going to start Universal Technical Institute for Mechanics and Diesel Training, and it's a company, it's a private company. Whereas, like, Chico State or San Jose State,
they're
is
all
a government.
Yeah,
thing.
but they're all profit.
But I know,
that's why. So it's just a technicality. If you're gonna do it, for one, you're gonna do it for all.
That's a technicality, though.
Because because when you get the technical the trade school, you still have to get that the fund from the government, and they pay that school. So in reality, you're paying back the government. The government already paid that school. So the government could easier say, "Hey, we're going to forgive you for this."
Yeah. It's a double-edged sword
for sure.
And you're right. That was a thing by Biden to get the vote. That's all that was. That fool knew that was going to go all the way through. It was just to get the college kids votes, all the rasa vote. And they knew it wasn't going anywhere. But I hope, I just keep praying that the future is going to be brighter and not get more grim. You know what I mean? And that, like we're doing here, busting through these adversities and talking about these things, which was never before done, bro. You know how todo calmado en el pasado,
that's what we're trying to teach people. This is how grown men do it, homeboy.
That's right.
Hey, my man, I appreciate the phone call, homeboy.
Ándale.
Ya está, chavo. Gracias, carnal. Late. Man, another great phone call, homeboy. That's what I'm talking about. Finn Lokes says, your thoughts on that vato getting stabbed at the Mexican soccer game. Should he sue? Yeah, he should sue. Homeboy, he should sue I bet he's gonna sue security, gonna sue that guy, everybody, homeboy, because that guy shouldn't have had a knife in there. But then again, it is a soccer game. A soccer game is deadly. Mr. Javier, what say you?
Hey, what's up, Tony?
What's going on? Homeboy, talk to us.
Hey.
Hello. Went through a bridge, homeboy.
That was just.
I lost you, Javier. Go ahead. Start from the beginning, please.
That. I kind of overheard your the last conversation with the last call in regards to the affirmative action case being shot down by the Supreme Court, right?
Yes.
Well, let me ask you this. Well, actually, not ask, but I'm pretty sure you know, but the lawsuit was brought against Harvard from the Asian community. I'm not sure if you are aware of that.
Yes.
Yeah, the Asian and what they call the Indian or Asian or Indian Pacific Islander, or whatever they call themselves, like the Indians from India, not
Yeah, for sure.
Casinos, not casinos. 7-Elevens, not casinos.
Yeah, I know.
But don't you think that makes it fair? I mean, like, I'm gonna tell you this. My daughter, and the reason why I bring this up, and we had a wholehearted conversation with my family.
Okay.
My daughter, I'm from the city of Downey. I grew up very, very low class, not as far as low class, not low class, but low income.
Yes.
Low income, and we didn't have the same benefits that my daughters have,
Right.
that 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 they have now growing up. For them it's just, everything is just rainbows, and everything's so beautiful, right? But we had to work hard for that. Me and my wife had to work really hard for that. So, in regards to that, my daughter worked her way through, got a full scholarship. She got a full ride. Nothing having to do with affirmative action. Full
Right.
ride, working her way through from Downey High School with a 4.8 grade point average. Got a full ride to NYU for the
That's
Stern
great.
Business School.
Congratulations to you and your daughter. That's beautiful.
Well, that's great. That's great for everybody else, but she earned her way there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So I know what you're
She
saying.
earned her way there.
I get this. So let me answer this question. Not everybody is as blessed as you and your daughter where it comes to, let's say, 100% intelligence. There's some kids who are just smarter than other kids, so they're blessed with that, but it's also a lot of studying and putting in work, right? But
Exactly.
let's say you got another student that has a 3.8 GPA, but you have a bunch of Asian and Indian kids who have 4.8, like your daughter, right? Well, I would say if that's the case, then let's stop letting people from other countries come in here and go to college at Harvard, because the majority of those people that go to those colleges that are from a lot of other countries got big money and big pockets. That's just the reality of it. That's why they can get into those colleges. And when it
That's
comes
understood.
and
That's understood. That's
and,
understood. There's people. I
and
have family from Mexico. I'm sorry to cut you off. I
I
have
don't
family in Mexico that studies in the United States themselves.
yes.
I mean, we're not very fortunate people. Like I told you, I grew up very poor. My
Well,
mom, we were on food stamps when we were growing up.
yeah.
All
So
right, my mom raised 5 boys by herself.
no, I get that. So
You know
that's
what I
why
mean?
to me, even playing field would get some of these brown and black kids into these colleges, because think about it. What are we doing? We're not giving them free money to go and live in an apartment like you do some of these homeless people. We're giving these kids an opportunity to get an education they would never have anywhere else. And the worst thing that's going to come out of it is they're going to get an education. They're going to go back to their cities, educated, and hopefully little by little stop changing what's going on in the inner cities, because we're going to start getting more education, because most of the kids nowadays, they're not getting that. So when we have and it's still a very small percentage of brown and black kids, it's still a small percentage. And then some people will say, well, Asians are minorities. I said, my answer to people is this: yeah, technically they are, right? Technically. But in reality, the Asians are as disciplined as they are because they've had 1,000 years of ahead of us. The Chinese have been around for 1,000 years. The America's barely 200 years old, so they've already progressed in their life where they know how important education is to get out of poverty. They know how important work. They know how the discipline is, and we're just trying to catch up to that right now. And that's why, to me, is hey, let's get some of these minorities that are in the inner cities into these colleges, because there's not going to be a lack of Asians in college. That's a fact. But what's going to happen when eventually America turns into a place where just you have 90% Asian and Indians? I can guarantee you then the Supreme Court is going to say, hey, wait a minute here, man. We need some more white people in here, brother. And they're going to start changing their tune. To me, it's listen,
Well,
you're not going to sit there and hire all these people, but they should be in these colleges.
of course they should be, but you have to understand that these people, they outpace us no matter what. You understand that they're. I understand their lawsuit, and I actually do agree with them coming down and not using affirmative action when it comes to school, because guess what? Their parents put it. I have this conversation again with my family, and I go, why don't our people put so much? Why don't they put the same emphasis in education as the Asian does?
I'll tell you.
Why does the Asian always outperform?
Because,
Not even that. Do you know that the Asians outperform white?
yeah, again,
Asians outperform white as far as income as well. Income gap.
you
as
have
well, too.
you have to
It's
understand,
not just white.
when people say Asians, they think of just somebody who just came to us, and then yeah, a lot of them are that. But the Asian, especially the Chinese, they've been around for over 1,000 years. They're
But
um,
they come as poor as we do
I,
here.
I
They
get
come as poor as they do here.
I get it, but they are instilled in China much different than us. Like the TikToks over there is all about education. The schools over there is about education. They're not on this LGBT crap. They're not on this political stuff. Educate, educate, educate. That's all they're being taught from a young age. Educate, educate. So if you got 1,000 years, if I've been breeding this person for 1,000 years, that this education is key, and we in America just really in the last 50 years, because before that there was no civil rights, it was still a very racist country. So think about it. You got 1,000 years of Asian community that's been educate, educate, educate. We've just 50 years got out of where, hey boy, you can't come drinking this water fountain. And this is literal. This isn't me making some stuff. 50 years ago, you can't sit there and really, you go to these schools, they're all white. So to me, it's they've had that advantage to come over here. So to me, it's this: okay, take the affirmative action out, but now the person that is a citizen of the country or a resident of the country gets first dibs. You can't come from China and pay money. You can't come from India and change money. That's the kind of stuff. Why that keeps it in country. It's a shame that we're bringing all these people from out of the country, making them engineers, and they're taking off out of the country. Doesn't make sense to me. But
No, no,
that's just my opinion as well.
definitely get that. Definitely get that. But you have to understand, they went through the same thing, the same trauma we went through. The Japanese encampment that they had, we all went through it.
Yeah,
We're not using that as a clutch, saying, "Oh my God, I was oppressed." Oh
Oh
my,
no,
they don't do none of that.
I agree. I agree what you're saying. When it comes to that kind of stuff, I agree what you're saying. But you know how you change that?
I'm oppressed.
By
I'm
edu-
an oppressed black man.
by
I'm an oppressed
by
Hispanic. No, they don't even say that
by
stuff like that.
educating people. And how do you educate people? Send them to college. So by sending them to college, we're gonna kind of get that out of our system. But if we get less people in college, we're gonna stay as ignorant as we are, because a lot of times we're very ignorant. And I can say it for myself, I was very ignorant for many years, and now I don't think I'm as
Exactly.
ignorant.
We just need to put.
So that's just us, we
And
gotta
I
get out
hope
of that.
and I hope that conversations like this, with the people, with the amount of people that are listening to this, that have kids, and that not just don't emphasize sports, emphasize education. It matters. It's gonna matter when you're
No,
raised.
but when you do
Come on.
sports, education is very key with it, because sports keeps kids off the streets, and then if you're doing real sports like in schools and all that stuff, you have to keep a certain GPA to stay in those sports. So no, it's a little bit of both. The thing with the Asian community, they're very stern parents, as they should be, and they're on their kids very strongly about education. To me, more power to
Yeah,
them.
but when we go to the doctors, Hispanics go to the doctors. Who are our doctors? Not our own Hispanic in our own communities. You see the Asians, you see the Filipinos, you see the Indians.
Yeah,
They're our doctors.
because you don't want them to go to college.
No, that's not what I'm saying. That
Nah, I'll
that
play
they
with
don't want
you,
to go to
brother.
college. They have they have the same opportunities. I believe whatever decision came from the Supreme Court is the right decision, because guess what? I'm gonna tell you this: who wants someone saying, "Oh, you know what? You're black." You're giving them basically a clutch
Well,
for the rest of their life, saying, "You know what? Hey, you know what? I am a victim.
no,
You know what?
I disagree
You
with
are
you.
right. I am a victim.
I
Give me a test."
I disagree with you. I believe that if you get into the college, you still got to perform. They're not going to pass you. You still have to perform to stay in there, especially if you're going in there on affirmative action. Most likely you have some kind of grant. And if you can't keep up a certain GPA, you're going to get dropped. So, like I said, what's the worst that's going to happen by
Definitely.
doing that? You're going to have more brown and black people educated. That's it. So, what this is going to do, I'm sure it's not going to kill the numbers, but it's going to be interesting to see in the next 5 years when the numbers start really coming out, to see how much the percentage drop. I don't think it's going to drop that much, especially for Latinos, because from what I see from Latinos, we are elevating, brother. We are elevating. I myself also had a niece that graduated from UCLA last week. I had another niece that graduated
That's awesome.
from San Francisco State. So I've got nieces that are, even nephews that are out there, in college doing their thing, graduating, and most of my family, dude, they're working. They're part of the American hustle and dream, man. So I think we are kind of
That's what
changing
it's
that
all about.
cycle. We are changing that cycle, and it takes us as parents and as a community, man. But on some things we
And I
can
heard
we can agree, disagree, brother, and I respect everything you're saying.
exactly, and I heard that the just to add to that, congratulations to your family as well too. But I'm not sure if you know this, but the majority of the newly what do you call it, like the actual freshmen
Right.
in the universities and mostly the West Coast, are all Hispanics,
Yeah,
mostly
yeah,
Hispanics,
yeah.
majority Hispanics,
That
which is great for all of us. But
and also
which is great, and they earn their way through.
yeah, a big number of entrepreneurs in America, homie, are the same thing. So we're growing in the community big, and that's a great thing for all of us.
We have no problem building businesses because the Hispanics across the Americas, we're the major players in small businesses. But we need to get to those big parts, those big CEOs, the COOs,
Absolutely.
the major parts. We have no problem. We'll get there. We'll definitely get there. But I want to close out with that. I appreciate your time, Cholo.
For sure,
and,
man.
Like I said, if there's anything else, just keep doing what you're doing, brother. And
Thank you,
congratulations
brother.
on everything.
I appreciate it, brother.
Gracias.
God bless. Yeah, that's a great one, homie. That's the thing, man. We don't have to agree on everything, but hold on. All right. Yeah, we don't have to agree on everything, brother. But as men, as women, we can, have those conversations. That's what we try to do here, carnal. Mhm. American Cholo. So at my job, I'm the only Mexican. I need advice, man. Sometimes I feel like they envy me. They want to see me fail, always lying on my name. I love my job, but sometimes it gets to me. Oh, that's a lot of times everywhere. Rude, B-way. Um, when I first started at working construction, I was shit. I think I was the only cholo on that whole company, and I actually brought homies to work with me, and I used to get a lot of heat from guys that didn't want to teach me how to swing a hammer, didn't want to teach me nothing, just had hate. But I had ganas, fool. I was like, man, I gotta work. I got a family to feed. I'm trying to stay out of jail. I'm doing this, and what I did, my motivation was in my head, I never told those guys. I tell them now, I tell them, you know what? One day I'm going to be this fool's boss. One day I'm going to be running this crew. And within about 3 to 4 years, I was just that. I was running the crews. I was their boss. And I remember there was two guys specifically. One actually, they actually both became real good buddies of mine. Right? We're at a job site, and they were trying to give me some lip and give me and talk back to me because they saw who's this punk over here. I remember this guy. He didn't know how to swing a hammer when he came to work here. Now he's gonna try to tell us what to do. And the guys gave me some attitude, and I said, hey, you know what? Get your bags, go home. That's what you do. They looked at me. What? So you heard me. Get your bags, go home. They called the owner of the company, thinking the owner of the company was gonna be like, "Hey, I know they're gonna stay." I was the foreman on the job. He put me running the job, and they hung up the phone, or they went and they just looked and they left. They came back a few days later, a little more calmer, respecting my hustle, and that's what you do. You don't sit there and just get upset and dwell on it. If you really like your job, you like what you're doing, learn some more. Start getting in there, start using their bad energy to fuel you to want to get ahead on them, because eventually they're going to respect your gangster, homie. You're going to work, and then you're going to be their jefe. That's my advice to you, player. All right, see what you got. Dun-dun-dun. Ese Tony, what's good, homeboy?
Chilling.
Chilling. What's going on, fool?
Close down the whole store. It's it's a good one today. Hey, you got some really good conversation today, bro.
Oh, thank you, brother. Yeah, I really enjoy this, homie. There's some grown folk convo, homeboy.
Hey, well, I have to confess something.
Shoot.
I've been lying to my kid.
What do you mean?
So I don't know if you've ever been to this restaurant, Salsa and Beer.
Yes.
All right, you know how they have Zapata and they have Pancho Villa and they have all that.
Oh, yeah, the
all over
drawing.
the restaurant, right?
Yeah, the train everywhere else.
Yeah, they have them everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, the kids look and they go, hey, who's that guy? And I lie to them and I tell them that that's their great grandfather. Right? Now, I'm not doing it to be malicious. I'm doing it so that they're proud.
That's
so that
right.
they're proud, you feel me?
Yeah, for sure.
My dad used to do the same thing when they used to put the old movies on the TV, and it was Vicente Fernandez used to say, "Oh, that's my padrino." And when it was, because my dad's from Jalisco, I'm also Zacatecas, so whenever Antonio Aguilar used to come on TV, he used to tell me, "Este es el padrino de tu mamá." So as a kid, I always thought, "Oh, look, my mom's padrino is on TV. Hey, my dad's padrino's on TV." You feel me?
Yeah.
So like,
make you
I'm
more
kinda doing
interested.
that too, yeah. Andale. So exactly. So that's the first thing I need to confess.
No, that's funny though, dude.
What
That's a
else?
good one. That's not bad, fool. That's not bad. It's not bad at
I
all.
want him to be
crowd. You feel me? You know what I mean? I
Absolutely.
want them to ask the questions like, yeah, who is that guy? You know?
Absolutely, homie.
Um,
What's good, Tony? Todo
hey,
bien?
the yeah, good, good. Hey, I was tripping out on the last, not the last guy that called, the one that was from Downey, the one that said that his daughter got a full scholarship, and
Yeah.
this, that, and the third, right? It kind of, I got flashbacks of like, kind of like George Lopez, where it's like, you know, I paved the way, I did this, and kind of not opening the door for the rest of them. You feel me? Like, I
Well,
went to a trade school, I picked up the loan, and honestly, like, I know they do it for profit, but there's look, there was people that I was going to school with that I felt shouldn't have been there, not because they weren't, you know, educated or nothing like that. It's just like they didn't have like a IQ test. Like there was people that had like mental health problems that are in our class that are asking
right.
like the weirdest shit, and everyone's getting weirded out, and it's like, how did this will get in? But they're just giving loans to everybody.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I kind of, in that aspect of it, I did kind of like, you know, I heard, you know, him saying, "Oh, he's gonna forget this one." Then I was like, "That's great because you know I got sick on a loan too." But
Yeah, they're
yeah,
predatory when it
definitely
comes
those
to
trade
that.
schools.
They're predatory.
Exactly, they're just like, here, just sign, just sign, just sign. They
You're on the
give you the
hook.
course, and yeah, the course I took. I mean, it was I took medical billing. It was
And you didn't use
course,
it.
but nah, you know how they got me, bro? I was watching Maury. The guy came on and he said, "Your life passing you by. You're sitting on the couch over and over. Da, 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 da. You got to go to." I was like, "All right, cool." I was already watching Maury. You feel me?
And they
You know,
sell you
I
a
started
dream,
going to school.
homie. We're gonna get you here. We're gonna get
Yeah,
you a
it was.
job. You're gonna get paid $30 an hour. La 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 la. The whole shabam, homeboy.
I got a. I'm not gonna lie. I got a cool job, but it was like it wasn't anywhere. I wasn't growing. I wasn't going anywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for
And
sure.
and on the flip side of that, I felt like I had to go through that to value education and
Well,
actually, you know what I mean? And
I've
now I want to go back, but
well, I've had
I
a
got three
few.
kids. I can't go to
I've
school.
had a few family members that went through it, and I know I had to pay money back. And I told them, "Oh, listen, man, before you do this, this is my advice to anybody before they go to any trade school. Make sure 100% this is what you want to do for the rest of your life.
Absolutely,
Don't sit here and think,
absolutely.
well, maybe. No, no. You have to have it in your heart. Hey, I want to work billing. Hey, I want to work at a hospital. Hey, I want to work as a mechanic. Make sure if you have any doubt, don't do it. Don't do it because you're going to
And I
go
feel
there.
like that's the problem.
That is.
And I feel like that's the problem because a lot of us graduate high school and we're like, well, what do we do? Because again, it's like, you know, for a lot of our parents, my mom didn't even go to school. She had to
Right.
work to put my uncles through school. My
Yeah.
dad only went up to the third grade. So me graduating high school was like a milestone. And I
I,
was the only one that graduated from my family.
you,
And mind you, I got sisters that are nurses, this, that, and the third. So like, I feel like with that, you know, we're doing the best we could, but it's like at that age, do you really know what you want to do for the rest of your
yeah,
life?
you
You know
don't.
what I mean?
Hey, Tony. So
And that's
now that I got you on the horn, homeboy, August 12th, we're gonna be at Valley Plaza Park, now from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Summer Night Lights. We're gonna do a car
where
show.
where what what side of the park? Like the library?
Where
Like
no, where the baseball field's at. The whole baseball field's gonna be enclosed. We're gonna have cars in there. We have a stage. We have music, free
hell yeah.
food, the whole shebang, homie. I'll see you over there. And we'll go over there and chill, carnal. Bring your
Hell yeah,
kids.
for sure. Orale. Oh yeah, they love that park anyway.
All
We
right,
go
there,
there every week.
August 12th, homie. We'll be there, carnal. Pull up.
Ale, for sure. Hell yeah.
All
Good
right.
looking out.
Hey,
Hey,
Tony.
I gotta open up the store. I'll talk to you later.
Full late. Big Tony, the world's worst customer service. All right, man. What we got? Oh, here I want to answer a question real quick. Gil, what happened to What's the Word podcast? I fired all of them. I fired all of them. Nah, I'm playing. No, like I said, Derek, we've been in transition. I wasn't even gonna do a live today. My studio is a mess right now. That's why my sound was off earlier. We're in transition to moving to our new studio. We already started doing some demolition work. We're gonna go there tomorrow. Start doing some more cleanup stuff. Some running some electrical. Boo Boo's gonna help out with that. So it's just that we're in transition. I mean, once we should be set up. I said 3 weeks, but it looks like maybe 2 weeks. Hopefully, we'll be up and running over there. And once we get up and running over there, you're gonna see a lot more content coming out of the channel, homie. You're gonna see a lot of content coming out of American Cholo. Anybody wants to get interviewed or thinks they're a contender to get interviewed, email me at american1cholo@gmail.com, american1cholo@gmail.com. Break down who you are, what you do, and why you think you would be a good guest on our channel, homie. So that's why, Derek. But nah, we still on the team, homeboy. Mm-mm. Everybody's gonna get their own segment. Good conversation, Gil. Keep it up, carnal. Appreciate you. Big Raider Tommy. ¿Qué onda, güey? ¿Cómo estás? Get into Harvard by stating on your personal statement that you were once a victim of racism. The court left that open. Huh? Well, there you go, homeboy. Everybody's a victim of racism at one time. Everybody. I mean, white, black, brown, everybody. We'll go around academics and personally test Asians. Don't do well when it comes to personality tests. But nah, listen, but they're very, 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 very intelligent people. Graduated. You broke a family curse with you graduating from high school. Xavier Lopez. Yeah, Tony, you absolutely did, homeboy. All right, so we're gonna start getting out of here for soon. Gil, your sounds is always off. I don't know, homeboy. I don't think it's my sound, carnal. I think it's your ears, player. Límpiatelos, güey. Límpiatelos. Hey, American Cholo, make sure to check out everyone's page. Yeah. Hey, and if you think you're a contender to the channel, please make sure to send me your paperwork, homie, so we can get over your paperwork. Yeah, that's gonna be the new requirement when you go to the DMV to get your licencia. Hey, homie, before we give you a license, we gotta check your paperwork. Ah, shit. Hey. 1 second they're not in prison, the next second they are, homie. Much respect on that. All right, people. We're gonna start getting out of here. I think today was a dope ass live, man. I appreciate you guys tapping in, having these good conversations. Listen, Bozo's the homie. It is what it is, carnal. I ain't tripping. I'm doing my thing. I'm too busy trying to get this shop moved over there, homie. So let me know where you guys are tapping in from. Shout out the city, shout out the hood, shout out your baby mama, man. Whatever you want, carnal. Let's see what you guys got. Good vibes. You know what it is, homie. Good conversation. All right, homie. Sip some Henny. How do you know? How do you know I wasn't, homie? How do you know I wasn't, man? What else we got? Nah, we got nothing going on this week, man. That's it. Like I said, tomorrow we'll be working. Saturday we'll be working. We're working nonstop, around the clock, so we can get the other studio up and running. That way we can start making this content, homie. We're excited. We got a whole new setup that's gonna look like some fucking some CNN, some Fox News, some it's gonna be banging. I'm telling you, you guys are gonna be like, oh snap. All right. How come no what? AMW talk. What was that? What is that? I don't know. Do you support laws of restraint, right to own guns? Absolutely. I'm Second Amendment all the way. I think they should pass the law that if you've been clean from any police contact after having a felony, you should definitely have the right to bear arms. OG Steve, Eastside Allerton, Bronx in the building. See, there you go, homie. Orale, homie, shout out about baby mama, la nana cara de banana. I told you, shout out your baby mamas, man. For $5, I'll say F your baby mama. Ali Loco, saludos. What's happening, homie? All right, here we go, man. Be nice, Brittany. Yeah, be nice, Brittany. American Show, you ain't doing nothing with your life. Call Everest Collins. All you're doing is sitting behind the screen and talking shit. Call Everest. That's a good one. That's a good one. Later from Texas. All right, man. They're talking about the A&W root beer lawsuit. Nah, I don't know, homie. When the interview with Chaka dropping, listen, homie. Once we get the studio up and running, we got a bunch of good stuff, man. Gil, why you so awkward? It ain't that awkward, homie. It's that you ain't never seen somebody so confident that they don't gotta play the role. Like, hey, homie, check this out. This is the American Cholo. Wham. Come on, player. I'm too real for that shit. With that, people, I'm out. You guys have a blessed day, blessed weekend. If I don't talk to you guys tomorrow, peace out. Lucha with your baby mamas, homies.